Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. I am MrEnvelope, and it has been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while. But that's okay, I want to get back into things, just like as if nothing happened. But welcome back, guys. It sure feels good to be back on this world. It felt kind of weird logging on, I'm not gonna lie. But I do have a couple plans because I haven't really talked about this, but I have not been bored or burnt out of Minecraft. I just feel like I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I know there's tons of stuff that I have planned, but I don't really want to work on those things, Like, a lot of them are just things that I'm like, I don't quite feel like doing that right now, And that's also a reason why I wasn't on the Salt Mine SMP for a while. I've been working on there, actually. What am I doing? I've been going on there and stuff regularly, but not a whole bunch, I haven't been recording on there. In fact, I actually just got done recording like an episode after it's been like, it feels like 2 weeks. It feels like it's been longer, but I think it's just been like 2 weeks. Yeah, I just got done recording an episode on there. Because I finally am starting to feel like I have some ideas of stuff that I'd like to do, because I don't want to do stuff just for the sake of recording. I feel like that's not the way to do things, You should probably go into a project, because you want to do it, not because you feel like, gotta do that YouTube and stuff, because I do YouTube for fun. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Well, right now, let's kind of talk about this for a minute, too. One thing that I wanted to start doing a while ago was start building thank you monuments to a bunch of, like, my subscribers, some friends who helped me out on my channel and everything. That's something that I've been wanting to do. And I started a few. We started the first one, to thank 2015, because that was a great year. I had one of the best years of my life in 2015, and it's all thanks to YouTube, and I wanted to build a monument for that. And then we built one for Couch Potato because he is a very great person to have around on the channel because he gives me so many ideas and he encourages me and he's just a good friend, a good guy, I wanted to build one for him. And I feel like after that I didn't really build anymore. I'm trying to think of any more that I've built, and I can't think of any, honestly, and that's pretty sad, which means I've been slacking. I need to get some more of that stuff done, and what we're going to do today is another one of those thank you monuments, and that kind of gets me to another point of something I want to do. I kind of want to build one at least once a week, but I also don't want to force it. So this can go many ways. What am I trying to get right now? There's some stuff in here that I need and stuff that I don't. Okay, let me get a little bit of my resources ready and then we'll go ahead and get started on this. Alrighty, guys. I think I got everything that I need. I'm trying to stay away from that thing because even though we have it kind of safe, I guess, it still kind of spooks me to walk near it. I don't want it to blow up. But anyways, let's see. We do have all the resources you might have seen there for a second. Let's go ahead and try to get away from all these guys. Oh, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're gonna build this one over here, and I haven't said who it's for yet, but you'll see in a sec. But really quick too, I wanted to say we are in 1.10. It's finally time to be in 1.10. The pre-release has been out for a while. But the final version is out, Optifine's out, everything's good in the world. And I gotta say, the whole Salt Mine SMP server, that's in 1.10, and it has been. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I feel like there's some subtle changes in there, but they're definitely there. What's all creeper explosion? Of course. And I didn't clean it up? What is wrong with me? Okay. Anyways, we're going to put this one up here, and I'm debating if that's a bad idea or not, because it's so high up, like, you might not be able to see it, but I'm thinking, like, we'll put, like, a staircase or something right there, because I don't know what to do with this big landmass either. I want to put it in here in the water, and to do that, I think we're going to have to take this out, and if you don't know what this is a little tiny, little fountain and stuff I built during a stream, and I was really proud of it, and I'm still proud of it. But we're going to do a little bit of modifying to it because the person's thank you monument is going to go here. And if you can't, or if I haven't said it yet, I was going to say if you don't know who it is yet, as if I had been giving hints this whole time, but this is going to go to Josh Cole TV. And if you don't know, that is iClone Cats. He's recently redone his whole, internet persona, so he changed it to himself, because that's his name. Holy crap, I was not expecting that. I forgot we had the haste beacon right there. But yeah, Josh has been a very big help ever since I met him. He's been super nice to me, super helpful with my whole streaming problems and everything because, I didn't know anything about streaming. He helped me, get everything set up. And, Josh is just a really good friend, and I feel like he is very much deserving of a thank you monument, right? So let's go ahead and put this together. I haven't, put any of this or given this much thought on how I'm going to build this, but I'm getting some ideas right now. They're flowing. Okay, guys, I think I know what I'm gonna do. First, we're gonna take... Oh my god, this haste is really throwing me off. We'll just fill it all in. It's fine. Okay, so I have this going, which I think is kind of okay, right? Very nice. I went ahead and I sprinkled in some of those glass panes. I don't know if I'll keep them. I think they look kind of cool, though. But we are gonna put the end crystal right there. And with that, I think I'm also going to start... Yep, that has to go. That has to go as well. I have to put down some of the cyan glass already. Let's see. Okay. Oh, no, let me up. I also do have... I need to make a piston just in case, because I'm going to put the end crystal right there like it's going to float, but I do want to kind of move it up. But before I can move it up... Oh, this is going to be so tricky, guys. Because I need to put the end crystal right here. And then I have to get rid of this. Put down the piston facing upwards. And then push it up. Yep. Or I could probably just do this. Give me this. Give me that there. And then probably that there. Then we'll put the end crystal right there like so. And then, yeah, okay, that's probably a lot easier and smarter. Let's also fill in as much as we can right now because I think I could put that there. Okay, I can't. I'm learning, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that really quick. Oh, gotta remember to stop right after... right after the obsidian breaks, because these things are very sensitive, and I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a problem if this all blew up. I could rebuild it, and that'd be easy, but it'd still be kind of a pain in the butt, definitely. Alrighty, guys, another new cut coming from this area, but it's done. I think this is probably one of the cooler ones. Out of the 3 that exist, this is definitely a cool one. But check it out. I think it looks really cool up here. And one thing I was thinking of adding too is maybe one of those benches that I have, I think over there. Yeah, you can see it over there. Adding one of those over here, facing, place so when you sit, you're facing that way. And you have this lovely area right here. And I did manage to push, the fella, what's it called? The end crystal, all back in a little more. Its hitbox is like right against the glass. I'm afraid to even punch the glass, but it does look like it's safely in there. So I think we're good. That didn't take too long. I like the waterfall there. It looks it's a lot more derpy than it was before. But I think this one's good because the town is mostly right here. You're going to be seeing it at like this angle, and I think the waterfall placement is perfect. And if you do happen to come by over here somewhere and you look over this way, you're like, ah yes, the great Josh Cole sign. And I did write thank you Josh Cole right there. I called Cats Josh now, just because he doesn't like the name Cats anymore. And just to show respect, I do call him Josh now, and I feel like everyone should too, because that's who he is. He's not a cat, he's a person too. But I did write Josh Cole TV, like his username and everything. I was going to write Cats in parentheses, but I wrote Josh Cole TV in case I do another world download. People can look up who this amazing person is and check them out for themselves. And again, thank you, Josh, for being such a great friend and helping out with all the things that you do for me. Alrighty, guys, so now that all that's done, now that we thank Josh and that's done, no, but what we're gonna do today is try to get some of those 1.10 blocks, because I actually have been doing a little bit of off-camera work. As soon as, we started the Salt Mine server and we knew it was we knew about, like, all the 1.10 blocks and everything, I have been, trying to get some of the the starting blocks and materials to get those blocks, because you have to craft like most of them. So I've been trying to get a lot of nether wart, because there's like 2 blocks now that take nether wart, which are the nether wart blocks themselves and the red nether brick. Yeah, that's what it's called. And so I've been trying to farm up a lot of nether wart, and I didn't push the button this time because I wanted to fortune them so we get just a bit more, because you can fortune crops and everything. Let's go ahead and grab that should be enough. Let's grab these. Let's go ahead and make a stack of... Let's see. I can hear the chickens dying. That's a good sign. I am so desperately low on food. I want to make the cow cooker, but I'm also starting to think, like, that might be a little too... I don't know. Boring? I don't know. So, here's the new... let's see. What's it called? Nether brick. No, nether block. Nether block. This is the new nether block. It is in the faithful texture too, so it is looking pretty nice, I gotta say. But my only complaint about it is that it's very bright and the texture is kind of weird. Like, it's cobblestone. It's as if we had like red cobblestone, and I don't know. It's kind of it's not a bad block. It's just I don't know where I would use it. We might be able to utilize these in the witch farm area, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad we have some of those. And over here too, you saw earlier, I have all these nether bricks smelted up and everything. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft some of these. These are made by using 2 nether bricks and then 2 nether warts, and then you get 1 brick back. Pretty good. People are saying these are pretty expensive, but if you think about it, like that, you need 4 bricks to get one brick itself too, Like, I don't know. People are weird. That's the moral of the story. So there we go. We got... Oh, I can actually make more. I'm just dumb. Let's put these here and get those going. Awesome. Cool. And then these are what these look like. They're like the nether brick, except, more red. I am a big fan of these, except I do wish that there were stair and slab variants, because... I mean, there's slabs of these and everything. Why can't we have slabs of this, So, we gotta add these over to the auto sorter and everything, which is still not working. Yep, it's still not working. Ooh. Kinda want to add those here. That's because I feel like they would fit better, I'll do some modifications later, but for now, I'm gonna stick these guys in there. And we're going to stick these in here. And by the way, really quick, I wanted to see if I can actually uncraft this. No, I cannot. Okay. Pretty lame. And then the next block that we can probably grab pretty easy is the bone block. Excuse me, Penny. Made by bone meal. Craft it in a 3x3. Very nice, clean block. I mean, it has, like, the darker sides to it, so it looks a little more spherical. But I really, really like these blocks. They're so, like, I like the dull tone of them, They're not, like, as... Oh, I don't want to insult the quartz, but the quartz is, a little rough. It's smooth. It's a connected texture and everything. Quartz isn't like that, and I'm a big fan of these blocks, as I'm sure a lot of people are. I'm gonna have to get the Skelly farm back up and running, because we need bone blocks. I want to start building with them, and in fact, I have a couple project ideas that I want to use them with. And then our next block, there we go. Our next block is the magma blocks, but since our world was generated in 1.8, we're not going to be able to find magma blocks where we normally would. It's a bit unfortunate, so that means we just gotta explore out a little more. And we can also craft them. They're just for magma slimes? Magma creams? Magma creams. They're just 4 magma creams, so they're not too expensive. But I feel like it's a bit of a waste to craft them, because you can use magma creams for fire potions. So let me do a little bit of exploring in the nether. Luckily, I haven't, gone out too far in the nether. But yeah, let me do a little bit of exploring, and we'll go find those new blocks. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Oh, soul sand. That's a good sign that there's a surface. Hello, let me through. So guys, the channel hasn't really been, completely inactive or anything. I've been doing a lot of Pokemon Leaf Green. I believe we've talked about it a little bit on this series. Oh, okay. And I'm gotta say, I'm having like the best time with that series. Like I love Pokemon so much. Um, I've been like having so much fun doing it, and then Ninja Giraffe started doing his playthrough of Fire Red while I do Leaf Green, and it's been like just tons of fun. I love it so much. I really recommend you guys check it out, even if you're not a big fan of Pokemon. I'm trying to make it enjoyable for everybody. But definitely go check that out if you'd like to. And another series that I've been doing is one with Angry Hippie Lady. You might remember her from the Guys vs. Girls server that we tried to do. She was on the girls team, obviously. And, man, there's nothing here. We're doing Portal 2 co-op together, and I gotta say, there hasn't been too much action on that series, but honestly, every time we go to record, it is just such a blast. Like, Angry Hippie Lady is such an enjoyable person to hang around with. Like, she's super funny, she's such a dork. It's super fun, and oh no, I'm gonna die. This is where I die. So go check that out too, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I've been uploading those pretty regularly since a lot of those are getting like pre-recorded and everything. Like, I do them in big masses. And those have been coming up like super regularly. Definitely check those out. I would appreciate it, and I'm sure you guys would enjoy it too. And then the only things that have kind of been lacking are like, the Minecraft videos, because like I said, oh man, this is bad news bears. Let's not go over there. Like I said, I just haven't been really sure what to do. And hopefully that'll all change soon, because I have been getting the Minecraft itch. Not, like I don't want to play Minecraft. Like I want to play Minecraft. I'm getting all sorts of ideas. It's weird, because, I don't think I've ever really been in like a Minecraft funk where I'm like, I don't want to play this, I know a lot of people do. Like, people easily get like uninspired in the game because they play it all the time. Me, I like to just do a little bit of everything. I think that's why I have an easier time not getting out of it, I'm usually like, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll try some redstone this time. Or I'll be like, oh no, let's do some building. I like to think I'm pretty diverse, and that's why I don't get really sick of Minecraft, Anyways, I don't see any of these magma blocks, and I'm getting kind of sad, because I don't want to like have to delete any of the world files, like some of the nether and stuff. Ooh, dynamic lighting, very helpful. Oh, there it is. There's some magma blocks, which means that's new land. Okay, let's get over there. Oh yeah, this is new land. The lava's barely falling down. This is so cool. I'm very happy. This isn't even that far either. Like, I could probably make a tunnel over here. Put some ice down so it goes super fast. Yep, that's probably what I'll do. Are these cooked? Yeah, they are. Alright, let's go find some of these magma blocks. They're all over right there. But I want to get some, like, at the ground level. Let's see. How should we go about going over there? Can't put water down. Let's see. Let's dig up. I'm definitely not going to be crafting these, because, I mean, you'll see in a sec. If you haven't already, these things generate like crazy. Like, they're not like a super rare block or anything. They're everywhere. It's like how andesite, diorite, and granite are in stone, Like, it's just like that. Ooh, here we go. This looks promising. Nice open area. I hope I can get my way back. If not, I'll just throw all my stuff in my ender chest and jump in lava. That would probably be the easiest thing to do. But let's go ahead. I think there definitely has to be magma blocks. There they are, guys. There's some right there. Welcome to the new terrain. I really like updates because you get to go exploring. Like when 1.9 came out, and I don't want to hit you, sir. When 1.9 came out, I remember I went and kind of, started over a little bit. Like, I just, got rid of all my OP tools and everything, and I went exploring into new chunks. Tried to find some, new things out there, like, crap, like what? I tried to find mending stuff. What was in 1.9 that made me want to do that? There's kind of like some new terrain generation, too. Man, I don't know why I decided to leave. But anyways, yeah, these magma blocks, I'm really glad that we had to go exploring for these. Very cool. Very nice, very nice. Let's just grab a few. I don't really have any super big plans with these. There's just like one little thing that I want to do today with them, but nothing too crazy. But I'm really happy that we found them. I kind of want to make like a pathway back to this area, but I feel like there's no point in doing that really. Let's see. Let's get all this. Oh, I hear a ghast. And I made it out of there, guys. Surprisingly, I am free. Alright, so what I wanted to do with some of the magma blocks is nothing too crazy, and actually not even that different from these lights. Now, I'm not going to use these as light sources, because magma blocks are not the best sources of light, but they actually can be if you... This isn't trapped, is it? That's pretty strange, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, yeah, magma blocks can be a good source of light. I'll show you really quick. It's gonna be hard because it's not nighttime. Let's go inside the barn. What's special about these magma blocks, they actually retain light. They don't produce light, but they... it's hard to explain. So, you see how dark it is in here? If we put this torch down, it gets light, right? If we put the magma block down, you see it still stays dark and everything. It may look like it's emitting light, but it's just the block being very bright itself. Now, if you want these to actually retain light, what you have to do is put down a light source, put the magma block next to it, and you can see if I go into F3, I don't know why I'm not taking damage right now, F3, the light level says it's 12. If we break this torch... It goes away in our inventory. I'm not holding a torch or anything, you know, there's no dynamic light happening. This magma block will actually retain any light that's nearby, so if you want it to be a little darker, you can put, let's say, a torch right here. It's going to keep the brightness that it is with a torch being right there, like any light sources. And I know that sounds kind of weird and everything, but like, see, now it's not as bright. And if we go into F3 on it, it's not going to say 12, it's going to say 8. So, pretty cool. These are very interesting blocks, definitely. I would like to use them like how I just showed, but I've been having some problems with them, where it's like if I unload the chunk that they're in, they kind of just turn off. Whoops. And that's something that I don't want to happen, obviously. So, I don't know. We'll see if I actually end up doing something with them. But what I do want to do, something I saw on Reddit, we could probably even do it like right here. Somebody did like some beehives with them. They did like little beekeeper beehives and stuff, and I think that would actually be pretty cool. I'm actually a very big fan of bees. I think bees are pretty underrated animals, bugs, insects. That's what they are. I know a lot of people don't really like bees, but I think they're pretty cute. And I want to make some beehives around here, so you know we can have some bees flying around, right? And I was thinking too, we could probably collect a lot of these sunflowers. Maybe put them all in one spot and everything. Not in one spot, but, you know, just a lot closer together. So it looks like, you know, bees are doing their pollinating business and whatnot. Right? And, yeah, it's a very simple design. I mean, it's nothing fancy or anything. But I think it's pretty cool, you know? They're different than the redstone lamps. And at nighttime, these are going to get dark themselves, too. That's something that I'm going to like. Like, we'll still see, like, the little magma and stuff flowing around it, but I don't know. I think these are going to be pretty cool. Or, I think they are pretty cool. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I am MrEnvelope, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Right here, I'm like, whoa, what is happening? Because that's what they say, right? And then we fall down. Ooh, we get pushed. Ooh, we get pushed again. Ooh, we get pushed again. Alright, so that probably wasn't that interesting. You might have saw but I get a pick first, because Oak hates his grandson. Alright, over here we have Bulbasaur, the grass-type Pokemon. We have Squirtle, the water-type.